It's been a repeating theme for you throughout this series that you guys haven't played a good game. You've had a little quarter here, a half there. Today, did you finally get much more of what you wanted?
Yeah. And they had stretches where they did some things that got us off our game a little bit. But for the most part, we stayed in attack mode. I thought, James was fantastic. 31 points, big free throws on the stretch. He got us going with some passes early. Trevor's shots were so timely and so huge, just big. And again, Dwight, 16 and 15, just so many people played well. Brew went out there. I mean, Pablo had a hell of a game, and we just had a lot of guys play well. And that's what it takes. It takes a lot of guys playing well to beat a team. And it's I told our guys, 3-1, it feels really, really, really bad, especially when they stomp on you in games 3 and 4. But it was our guys just kind of grounded out, and it was just one game at a time. And we've had many 3-game winning streaks throughout the year, and our guys just rallied together, and they just did a hell of a job. So that was a really good game for us on both sides of the ball. That's a high potent offense, and we were able to keep it in check somewhat,
Coach, talk about the wild card offensively, Trevor Ariza, over the last 3 games, and again today shooting 50% from the 3-point line. Everybody knows what the other guys bring to the table, but when he looks to be aggressive offensively, especially early, it makes a difference. Yeah,
they were really collapsing the paint. James did a good job of kicking it out, and early he was finding a lot of guys. And we want to go downhill. As I said, we want to get paint points, and we want to beat people on the boards, and that's how we have to play basketball. So we're going to have to do the same thing in the next series, but Trev's huge on that. If they pack the paint, we've got to make shots and make them pay for that.
Going back to that 3-1 lead and the 19-point deficit, to have the fortitude to put together this game and come back all the way from there, what does that tell us?
Well, it tells us we're capable of winning 3 games in a row. I mean, the guys fought hard. There's other guys in there just had a lot of fight, and we don't get to this if not for Trev, Brew, Josh, Dwight, and Jet, when they that fourth quarter they put on in Game 6 was amazing. And 40 to 15 run was just, you don't see that very often. I've been in the league a long time, and you don't see many of those. So, we don't even get to today. And then James was able to come in today, get 31 points. Trev keeps it up, and Dwight did a great job on the boards again. And it was just a great team. We had so many guys play well today. Brew, Pablo, and that's the key. Jet, everybody stepped on the floor, really contributed.
The pace, the energy, the aggression in that first quarter. You didn't make every shot, but you played with some force, and they never let the game. How critical was that in your mind?
That was huge. I mean, we had to keep playing. I thought we started the third quarter, and we got it felt like we were 3/4 speed again. Actually, it felt like we did the first 2 games in that series. And then all of a sudden, we talked about it. We got on a little bit about going with force. We ran one of our favorite sets, and James went down middle and just hacked it on him. And that just seemed to get. We made it 3, I think, right after that. And our energy level just picked way up.
Coach, how do you make sense of how differently this team plays from night to night, and especially from the beginning of the series to end? It seems like completely different teams from Game 1 to Game 7 in a lot of ways.
Well, it was. Yeah, Game 1 and Game 7 were 2 different teams completely. The Game 1 team was really lethargic, walking around. We didn't play with much pace and much force. The Game 7 team you saw today plays the way we played most of the year, with force, with aggression, getting to the line 41 times, putting pressure on them, making them follow you. I mean, but that's how we have to play. I mean, we're going to have we'll have our hands full next series, but we got to play the same way. We got to be who we are, and we just got to come out and do that.
Coach, congrats on the victory today.
Thank you.
Looking forward, Golden State, another tough opponent. You touched a little bit on it. How difficult is this next series going to be in the conference?
I mean, they're a very good team. We have got to play our style of basketball, though. I think, again, I haven't really prepped at all for them. We had our hands full with the Clippers. Now, tonight I'll enjoy this one. Tomorrow we'll start prepping for them. And, the bottom line is we got to play. We're not going to change how we play. We just got to play how we play, but play it harder. We got to play how we play it tougher. We got to play how we play it more aggressive. We got to play how we play and just take it to them every single possession on both sides of the ball. And you know what? I found out that normally is good enough, and if it's not, well, then you gave your best shot, you know. So I mean, I like, you know, I like where we're at. We're just going to go in there and fight.
Coach, from a strategic point of view, you don't get a lot of the credit that you deserve, but starting with the game Tuesday night, deciding to go small with TJ, and again today when it looked like the Clippers were going to make a run, start hacking Dwight, you went small again, and just going back and forth with that really eliminated that whole option for Doc. Just kind of talk about that.
Well,
that
we were up
transition.
enough that, you know, part of me was like, you know, I trust Dwight to make free throws, but the clock never runs. It's just going to be, they started fouling. I let them get to the penalty, then we substituted. But if you do that, that ends up, you know, we'd still be playing. And so, you know, I wanted the clock to run with the lead, and so I just thought we could go small. I thought we could switch a couple things. Trevor's done a nice job on Griffin, on Blake, so I wasn't really overly concerned about, you know, that matchup and the fact that then I knew they had to guard us, and we got a lot of stuff off the penetration kick, and you know we separated the game a little bit with that small unit at times, and then you know as always, and I've, you know, again I've been in the league a long time. You know, you have a 14, 15-point lead, you start hoping the clock goes faster. We got a little conservative on offense, and we just got to keep, then our guys, we kind of call them timeout. We said, man, just play. Then we shot free throws down the stretch. But, no, I just, you know, there was really a part of me that wanted Dwight to shoot free throws. I thought he had a good rhythm shooting. But I just thought, you know, it just ends up, just time never comes off the clock when that goes on. So I thought at that point, with our lead, running the clock was our best, you know, our best ally out there.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.